everybody, I'm Jedi Jack Penguin and welcome to another LEGO Star Wars review. So today we're going to be looking at set number 75292, the Razor Crest. This set includes 1,023 pieces and retails for $129.99 where I bought it at my local LEGO store. One thing to note about this particular set is that you can only buy it from LEGO or Disney or Amazon. Those are the three places that this set is exclusive, and it came out back on September 1st of 2020. So getting right into this and taking a look at the box art, we do get the Mandalorian style box art where you have the Mandalorian right up at the top, LEGO Star Wars logo, Disney logo at the bottom, regular stuff off the side, minifigures at the bottom, as well as the Mandalorian logo, and then you get this very nice spacey background with the picture of the Razor Crest itself. Now, like I said, this is the first ever representation of the Razor Crest, and I'm really happy to finally own it within my collection. I do expect that sometime in the future there will be microfighters or mini scale or whatever versions of this ship in the future, and maybe even an Ultimate Collector series once this set does eventually retire. Flipping the box around, here's a quick look at some of the play features as well as the interior of the ship, showcasing some scenes from the first season of The Mandalorian. This is of course based off the first season, not the second season quite yet. We will be getting another set in 2021 based off the second season, which I will also be picking up and doing some slight comparisons with. Another very interesting thing to see on this box is a quick advertisement for LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, which did not come out this year. It will be coming out spring of 2021, so unfortunately there won't be any code in here, at least as far as I know. Top of the box feature your logos and stuff in various different languages, as well as the actual size of the Mandalorian. Sides of the box feature more logos and stuff in various languages, as well as your LEGO Life advertisement. Same sort of thing going on over here with more of that greebling and then a smaller picture of the set. And then finally, for the very bottom, we get your logos and stuff in various different languages, LEGO trademarks, and the barcode for this particular set. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for the box, so let's take a look at the box contents. Within the box itself, we get a total of 6 numbered bags for this set, with 3 of these numbered bags featuring 2 bags, which we get 2 bags for number 2, 2 bags for number 4, as well as number 6, but for the other ones we get just 1 bag. We also do get 1 loose piece, that being one of these printed cockpit pieces that you get for the Razor Crest, which is something very nice that LEGO included. Very cool to see that that has a print right off the bat. And then we get a bag featuring the instruction manual as well as the stickers for this set. So yeah, that's pretty much all for the box contents, so let's take a look at the instructions and stickers. Here's a quick look at the stickers for this set. We get a total of 13 stickers, including those carbonites right there, which we'll take a closer look at when we actually look at the model. Looking at the instructions, we do get a very nice thick booklet for this set, which I do really like seeing that compared to some individual instruction manuals. You do pretty much mimic the front of the box from the very front, and then you do get the QR code for the LEGO Life app. Very back features your Win robot right there. And then you flip right open to 2 pages of piece count, and then you get the advertisements for both the summer and winter waves for LEGO Star Wars. You guys can check out my reviews of the 501st Battle Pack as well as the AAT. As for all the other sets, I don't own them within my collection, and I don't really have any plans of picking up any more of those. And then for the January wave, I do own the 2 battle packs as well as the Duel on Mustafar set and the Kylo Ren Microfighter, so you guys can check those out, link in the description below, card above. We also do get our minifigures right here for the summer wave if you're interested in that. And then we get a quick advertisement for the LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, which I did also want to note that they do have the code for the ship right there, so I guess you will be able to unlock this once the game eventually comes out in 2021, which I guess this instruction manual lost the memo for that information, but either way, that should lead you all the way to the final overall model with some play features and additional storage being shown there. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for the instructions, so let's get right into building this and take a look at our minifigures and final overall model. So getting right into our minifigure selection, for our first character we have the Mandalorian. This minifigure is not exclusive, but also came within the previous Mandalorian set that released back in 2019 for the release of the series on Disney+. So taking a look at this character, he's not in his Beskar armor. This is just the regular version of the Mandalorian. We will be getting an update come January of 2021, and I definitely will be picking up that set for a comparison. Though either way, we do get some very nice leg printing leading up to the belt piece on those dark gray legs. We get some plain dark brown arms and some dark gray hands for some gloves. We get the printing for the very front of his outfit, which looks very nice. We also do get one accessory being his gun, which is exactly how it should be from the TV series, where we have this shorter style gun, we have this lightsaber handle piece within this dark brown color, and then at the very end we get this serving hand piece within this black color, which completes the ensemble of what his gun should look like. From the very back you can see that we do get an under the neck accessory of this dark gray cape, which is the new Mandalorian style right here, which I do really love getting these smaller type capes. They are very, very cool. And then from the very back, we do get some back printing for his character if you're interested. Same old plain black head underneath the helmet. Hopefully we will be getting an actual headpiece that will be underneath the helmet, since we actually know what his face looks like underneath the helmet now. Otherwise, just don't get your hopes up, just cross your fingers it happens. And then we do get the Mandalorian helmet within this more gunmetal gray color with the black right there for the printing. For the face, we get the holes on the side if you want to put some accessories, though we don't really see any accessories when it comes to his character. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for our minifigure of the Mandalorian. Another really cool character included within the set is Greef Karga. This minifigure is exclusive to the set. We don't get any leg printing, which is a little disappointing on those plain dark red legs. We get this more nougaty color for the arms and some dark brown hands for some gloves. He is dual wielding two of these smaller style guns, the same gun that we use for our minifigure of the Mandalorian, just without the other accessories on the very front of it. We also get some very nice printing for the torso piece, both front and back for his character, just giving the overall styling of his outfit. Would have liked to see the leg printing to continue this off, but it's fine, it's okay. We also do get a double-sided facial expression, which I believe is exclusive to his character, one with a very nice smirk from the front, and then you can turn that right around to see a more unhappy look from the back. We also do reuse the fin hair piece right there within that black color for his minifigure, which I think is fine and it fits him very well. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for our minifigure of Greef Karga. We also do get a Scout Trooper within the set. This minifigure is not exclusive only due to the facial expression underneath the helmet. The rest of the ensemble can be gotten within other LEGO Star Wars sets. I do really love the leg printing leading up to the belt piece up to the torso for these minifigures. I think that LEGO did a wonderful job with that. We get some plain black arms and hands, same gun that we get for all of your other minifigures, that shorter style. We also do get some back printing right there to complete the ensemble. And then, like I said, the only thing that is exclusive about this particular version of the Scout Trooper is the facial expression underneath the helmet, which when you remove that, you can see that we have the regular Superman facial expression, or the Lex Luthor Lucius Malfoy facial expression that they're using that for now, which I really am not a fan of that facial expression. It's another one of those reused facial expressions. At least it's not the angry clone face, which that I probably wouldn't have really liked either, but you know, we're gonna keep the helmet on, and I do really like the dual molding for the helmet as well. You can see that we have the black from the very inside and the printing all around it. This is the first time that I'm getting one of these Scout Troopers. Very, very nice character to add to my collection. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for the Scout Trooper minifigure. Taking a look at our minifigure of IG-11, this minifigure is only exclusive because he has a back accessory right here, since we get the stud on the very back of his body piece where we can add one of those stud pieces in addition to a clip piece where you can add some different weapon accessories. We do get one of these long guns and a regular small gun aside his minifigure as some accessories if you so desire to have them. And then the overall build-up for his character is that regular battle droid build-up with the legs, body piece, and then one straight arm, one curved arm right there. We get the serving hand piece to connect the head piece, which is using the cone piece, and then the cylinder piece right there with a very nice print from the very front of the character. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for a minifigure of IG-11. And then finally, for our last minifigure, we have the child, better known as Baby Yoda around the world. This minifigure is really, really tiny, and this is the first time that we ever got him within LEGO form. And I also did want to point out very recently that we did see a newer version of the child within the LEGO Star Wars Holiday Special that's on Disney+, which I did watch. Not really going to get into that. If you want to see, check out my letterbox. But either way, within that new LEGO Star Wars Holiday Special, we saw a different mold for the the overall body of Baby Yoda. That included the frills around his neck, which is something that I would have really liked to see when it came to this character. We do reuse the same sort of body mold for the baby characters right there, but within that tan color, and then the hands are inside that sand green color, same sand green that we get for the headpiece. We get the main print from the very front, no printing from the very back of the character right there, and then we do get the main printing for the very front of the face. It is a soft plastic right there for the headpiece, so then you can just play around with it. You can make him look a little sad if you want, but either way, this minifigure is not exclusive, also comes within the buildable child character that released this year as well, and this minifigure will also be coming within the 2021 Mandalorian set. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for our minifigure of the child. Zooming out and getting right into our vehicle build for the Razor Crest. This build is really nice. It is very compact, including a pretty interesting interior, lots of very cool features, and it is just a very nice and sturdy build. I also do really love all the different slope pieces and the tiles just to make this thing look so nice and smooth, and then of course we do get a couple stickers just to add a little bit more extra details. So getting right into the ship, we're gonna start from the very front and then work our way around, which it is quite a big model, as you can see compared to my hands. I might as well put Baby Yoda for size over here. That's how big Baby Yoda is in comparison to the overall size of the Razor Crest, which is just pretty crazy right there. We're gonna start off with the main cockpit area, which we can lift right off using that little bar, and then you can lift it up like such. We do get the clip piece connection right here, though we get the other type of clip piece connection just so then it does loosely lock onto that particular area. Just makes it easier to lift up and off the cockpit. I did want to show from the very front of the cockpit, we do get this new piece right here. I believe this is new for this year. I'm not really too sure. I believe they use this within other sets recently, but I'm not really too sure. But it has an exclusive print for this particular set, you can see, just for the main cockpit of the vehicle. So like I said, you can put that right back if you want to, or you can lift it up using that little bar from the very top, which I do really appreciate LEGO including that. So within the main cockpit, we do get two seats. One seat for the Mandalorian and one for Greef Karga from the very back. You can place them both within that area, and then you can even have the Mandalorian holding on to the child. So placing our minifigure of Greef Karga from the very back, can just plop them within the seats. I did also want to complain about the coloring right there. It is using that red color for the seats, which I believe it should be just using a regular brown compared to that, since when you actually look at the seats that are within the Mandalorian TV series, they are not that bright red color, which I don't know what LEGO was thinking there, but you know, it's fine, it's okay. And then you can place your minifigure of the Mandalorian within the other seat, making sure his cape goes behind right there, and then you can plop him down with the Baby Yoda right there. Another really cool thing from the very front over here is that we do get a printed 1x2 cheese slope piece right there for the control panel. That is the only control panel for this particular area, which is not at all accurate to the overall regular Razor Crest, but you know, it's fine, it's just to get the point across. And then like I said, you can just plop that right back down, and then there are your characters within the main cockpit of the ship. Moving on to the sides of the ship over here, I did want to take a look at these. We do get some stickers from the very side of these panels. You can see one on these 2x3 tiles, and then one on this slope piece right here, which is very nice. We get one of these pretend guns, which is something I always like to see when it comes to these newer LEGO Star Wars sets, compared to the stud guns or those rapid fire missiles, which we actually do get those rapid fire missiles, which I'll talk more about in a little bit. We do get both a regular clip and a different type of clip connection for this particular area, just so that it makes it easier for the connection. When it comes to this small little part, we have an area for your Mandalorian minifigure to rest. We get a little bed. We also get the jumper plates, so then you can place his legs right there. We also do get two other stickers on those panel wall element pieces from the very back, just showing some parts of the ship from the very interior, which I do really like seeing. And then there's the Mandalorian resting in his bed, and I also put the child right there next to him, which is very nice. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for this side. When it comes to the other side of the ship, we do get a very similar build over here, just reversed. You can see that we have the pretend gun, we get the stickers on the 1x3 tile, as well as that slope piece, and same connection for this. When it comes to this interior space, we do get 3 clip pieces. One of them is already filled with the extra one of those rapid fire missiles. The other 2 are already loaded on the ship, ready to be shot out, which I'll show in a minute, but we get 2 extra spots if you don't want to have them within the actual ship, which is something I really like that LEGO included right there, since I'm not really too much of a fan of leaving them in there, because sometimes I shoot myself by mistake, which is not something you generally want to do when it comes to these larger LEGO Star Wars sets. Moving back towards the very front of the ship, I did also want to appreciate just how this looks from the very front. We do get a lot of these very nice arch pieces within this light gray color right there, and then this is a lot of very nice building on the side just to give it that overall look and to continue the flow of the model right there. From the very top of the front over here, we do get some more stickers on these slope pieces from both sides, just to add a little bit more extra detail. Like I said, you can remove this particular area, and you can see that this back part is connected using a regular clip connection. It can go up and down just to reveal a little bit more, but you know, that's just showing some of the building techniques from within if you so desire. You can also store some more guns back here, since we do get some clip pieces from the very back if you want to just store them there, but there is another option from the middle of the ship. So placing that right back, we can move on to the sides of the ship, which I did want to talk about these giant thruster engines from the very side. These are very cool. We do get 1 sticker on one of the curved wall element pieces right here, just to show the overall detailing, which I do really like them including that just to give it that extra look. We get 1 of these larger wheel pieces within this dark gray color, which is also pretty cool to get. We also do get a lot of clip connections from the very front of this, just to give it that overall styling of the very front of the thrusters. And I really like how this looks. It turned out very nicely. From the very back over here, we do get this barrel piece right here within this gunmetal gray color, which is another very cool connection, using the studs from the inside to get to there. And then, like I said, we do get more of those arch pieces within that lighter gray color, which is just another very cool thing to see from the very side, just to continue the building for this and to make sure that it does connect overall to this particular area, since it is connected using some Technic axles as well as one of those Technic pins from the very side of the ship. We also do see the CMF stand right here inside that light gray color from the very side. Lots of greebling just to give it that overall look. Lots of slope pieces, lots of tile pieces just to overall make the ship look very nice. We also do see these slope pieces right here, which these we get 1 up here, and then we get another one down here from this particular area. Those are very cool. Haven't seen those before within a set, though I bet they did come out as a new piece earlier on this year. Very cool to see those within this particular set as well. We do get a very similar build over here for this side of the thruster, which this one is practically the same, just reversed. We do get a sticker from the side of this just to show the overall detailing, same barrel and overall look for that with the clip piece connection from the front. From the very middle of the ship, one thing that I did want to talk about is this area right here, which you can actually lift right up. It is connected using a jumper plate piece from the very center, and you can also see a little bit of the interior, which we'll get into in a little bit. That is also surrounded using these tile pieces. We also get the macaroni style tile pieces, which I do really like getting those within that dark gray color. But like I said, we do get this area that also does blend in quite easily with the overall ship design, which is something that I do really like. But you can easily just take this out. You can put your finger through that little hole just to bring it out of the ship. So taking a look at this, you can also lift up this part, which that is just very nice. You can also store some weapons in here, so if you have some weapons that you don't want to be holding on to, you can just plop them right back in there. It is a very nice and easy connection using just those red studs with the hole in the center. You can plop that in quite nice and easily, and then like I said, it does have the hole just to make it easier to bring that up. We have these pieces just to continue the overall styling from the very back of the ship, which I'll show in a minute. And then I also do really like this building technique. It's just something that looks very interesting from the very front of this particular part. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for that. I'm gonna plop it right back in, and we'll get into the interior areas and then the very back of the ship. Moving down over here, we can take a look at the interior over here. We do get two different connections. We have one of these clip connections, which also has a sticker from the very front. We do get a very similar thing when it comes to the other side, and then we have another clip connection over here with two more of those pieces, which we normally use for those trap doors, though, you know, it's a very interesting connection for this. We get a different type of clip connection for this side part just to finish off the curve for the ship, which I also do really like seeing. We get some more slow pieces right there just to even it out. And then here's a quick look at the main interior area of the ship, which you can just stand your minifigures around here. You can even take down the other panels for the set, since we get one from the very back, and then we get the ones from the very side just to open up the overall ship right there, which is something that I do really like when it comes to the set. Gives you a very nice open and easy interior to access, and then you can place your minifigures around. Moving from the very back over here, we do get the different type of clip piece connection for the very back of the ship, and that does close it up to make it nice and easy if you want to. And then from the very side over here, we get the same sort of building features that we saw from the other side. Same sticker on this piece right here, which is very nice to see. Though we do get two of these carbonite pieces, which it isn't the Han Solo and carbonite pieces, but this is technically what they used to use for the carbonite. These wall element pieces, where we have a sticker from the very front to show someone within the carbonite, which is something that I think is just very clever. Not really too sure who any of these characters are. I believe that this is supposed to be the guy that he froze within the first season of The Mandalorian, who we also just recently saw within an episode, so that's also pretty cool to see as a small little reference. And then as for the other carbonite piece over here, you can see that we get another sticker on that wall element. I don't know who this is. This might be the designer of the set, not really too sure, but you know, just another random guy within the carbonite. Very nice sticker to get just as a small little reference. Another really cool thing that I did also want to bring your attention to is just how those are stored right there. I do really like how it just fits in very nicely with the ship, and it locks into place very nice and easily. It doesn't lock to any studs, it just slides in, which is something that I do really like. Makes it very nice and easy to grab a hold of. Now, bringing these panels back up, we're going to take a look at the back of the ship, and then we'll get to my final overall thoughts. So, taking a look at the very back of the ship, we do have to bring us up quite a bit, so then we can take a better look. Like I said, we have these 1x2 grate pieces right here inside that black color, which we do continue from the sides over here. We also do get more slope pieces just to round it out, a lot of plate pieces just to give it that look from the very back. This ship turned out very nice, and LEGO should be proud that they actually made a good Star Wars set for once, and this will definitely be one of the best sets of this year 2020, at least in my opinion. Just the building for this is just very well done. So just taking a quick look at the back area right there. Just here's a quick look at the side. You can see that we do get some upside down slope pieces right there just for the building style of it, and you know, just some back little greebling right there. And that does bring us all the way to the very bottom before we get to the rapid fire missiles. So from the very bottom, one thing that I think is very interesting is that we do use these ski pieces right here for the landing gear. We get a total of 3 of them. They are connected using the regular Technic connection of the pin pieces, and we also just get the regular plate pieces just for the foundation of the model right there if you're interested. Lots of Technic for the very bottom building of this particular set, as well as the medium top part over here, just to make sure that everything is all stable and put together correctly. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for that. That brings us over to the actual rapid fire missiles, which if you don't know how these work, you can press down on this particular area over here, which I will bring my attention down here. We have this little area. When you push it down, it will shoot out the missile like such, out into the distance, never to be found again. Let's get another shot of that. And there you go, and now it's all the way on the other side of the table, so I have to go reach over and get it. So overall, is this set worth $130? Yes, I think that this is a very nice build. It's probably one of the best builds that I've done in a while, other than Diagon Alley. Well, best build that I've done in a while for LEGO Star Wars. Recently, they have been making a lot of remakes, and this is something that we are seeing for the very first time in LEGO form, which is something that I really appreciate them making. You know, next year is going to be a little interesting to see how that goes with a lot more remakes in January, you know, battle packs, and and no Clone Wars sets, which is something that I really wanted to see come January of next year. When it comes to the minifigure selection, you do get the Mandalorian, same one that you saw previously back in 2019. The child is not exclusive to the set, and this is the most expensive way to get him. The other ways include the $80 buildable Baby Yoda, as well as come January 1st, 2021, there will be a Season 2 Mandalorian set, which will include the Beskar Armor Mandalorian, so that's something definitely to wait for if you don't want to pick up this particular set. Though really the main draw, at least to me, for this set is definitely the vehicle, and of course Baby Yoda being the first time that we can actually get his character, and then you even get Grief Karga right there. IG-11 is very nice to get, as well as that Scout Trooper, just another minifigure to add to your collection. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for this particular video. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below what your thoughts are on this set. Also remember to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so every time I upload a new video. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!